Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Walaikum assalam.
How are you,
Hope you're
gentlemen?
doing-
Fine.
Thank you so much. I hope you're doing
Could
well.
you show me your identification card,
Yes, sure.
please?
There you go.
Okay. So, gentlemen, introduce yourself.
I'm Syed Ebrar, currently doing bachelor's in beauty terms. It's located in 𝐀𝐝𝐝𝐫𝐞𝐬𝐬, Airport Road. And I'm doing 2 part-time jobs as well in my free time, leisure time. Morning to noon, I'm doing dental assistant work. Then noon to eve, I'm doing e-gaming sports, like kind of ending from the games.
Could you tell me your full name, please?
Syed Ebrar Sadat.
Sayyid Ibrar. Okay.
Yes.
What shall I call you, Sayyid Ibrar?
You can call me Ebrar.
Okay. So, does your name have any special meaning?
It's to be faithful.
Okay. So, why do so many people change their name?
Well, their personality could be one of the main factors of why they change. If someone has a very kind of unique personality and they see that their name is not matching their personality, then therefore they change.
Okay, Ibrar. Is your name important to you?
Obviously, it reflects my name and my personality.
Oh, basically, where do you come from?
I'm coming from Quetta, satellite town, Block 5.
Okay. So, are you a student or do you have a job?
I am currently a student,
Okay.
bachelor's
So,
student.
what do you like most about your studies?
Well, I like the way we code for several sites or several applications that we do mostly.
Good. So, what do you do for living?
I actually play e-games to earn money from that to financially support myself. And that's how I earn to live.
So, Ibrar, do you prefer to stay alone or with your friends?
Well, I believe I have to stay with my friends.
Okay. So, what is the reason behind that?
Well, actually, I like to have some people with the same mindset as me to be in an environment and we discuss things. So if stay alone, I would like to get involved in social activities or social media. With friends, I could be very much polite and very much active.
Okay. So, do you like reading?
Obviously, I do.
Okay. So, what kind of books do you like?
Well, actually, at this moment, I'm reading a book. It's based upon Python. Python's coding syntaxes and their fundamentals.
Okay. So, what are good hobbies and bad hobbies and why?
Well, actually, good hobbies, if we are talking about me, for me, the good hobbies are football and any sport kind of activities is good for me. And bad hobbies are something that we like to have like a kind of a gathering that reflects nothing but just negative vibes and stuff. So that's a very much of a negative hobby.
So, why do you take the IELTS test?
Well, actually, I don't think I can fully unleash my potential in Pakistan. I can do it in a foreign country very much. So they also have they can help me, the communities and the stuff. So I believe that's one of the main factors on why I'm trying to.
Okay,
attempt
Ibrar.
IELTS.
So, what are you planning to do in the next 5 years?
Well, my main aim is to be a professional coder and have one application by my name till that time.
Okay, so it's very nice. Okay, I'll assign you one topic. So, you can take this page.
Okay,
You can jot down some points as well.
all right.
I will assign you a topic and you have 1 minute to think about it.
Okay,
Then after that, you will start speaking.
sure thing.
Okay, describe something you own which is very important to you
Okay,
and why. Yes, gentlemen, are you ready?
I'm ready.
So I can record your voice so that we can evaluate your speaking power. Okay, your time starts.
Okay, I own a gaming laptop, and my gaming laptop helps me a lot in my coding. For instance, I like to have a code upon an application that could be very much beneficial for hospitals, for management systems, and I can do it with my laptop as well, as it's very much powerful. Each gaming laptops come with a lot of strong processor, strong graphic card to make sure they fulfill your needs of 3D modeling if you want to do for any application, or so far for your storage spaces. So my gaming laptop helps me a lot in my coding. It helps me a lot in my rendering very large 4K videos also because it's kind of a boosted device. And also it can help me a lot with my studies also. How come it can help me with my studies? Is mostly whenever I wanted to learn something from it, I could use it for my study purposes. I could download some books or purchase them and have it in my laptop to make sure I'm learning properly. And there are some of our teachers also in social networks that are gonna be teaching us how to code properly, ethically, professionally, and how to be very much active in your field of work. These are one of the main factors of how my laptop could impact my future. And also, if you just come up with something else, it's called series. We mostly watch series to just adapt their personalities or their point of views on how they are just having the series based upon. I like mystery and thriller series. It could like help me fix some complex situations. Now, for instance, this mystery series like 13 Reasons Why. It's a mystery based. So the fact is that the person comes up with a very much of a mythical or mystery stuff or an item. I have to look for that. Where did that item come from? My focus would be much more on that series to locate that the mystery is coming from where and how.
Well, very nice, gentlemen. So I just want to come to the next part. That is very important as well, the discussion part. Okay. So what kind of possessions show status in your country?
The positions that, for instance, if we look for my point of view, is mostly the proper schedule, proper routine, and proper knowledge to be very much like, for instance, people in my society, in my community, look for the person who is very much of intellectual, who is very much of a personality wise. Like this guy is very, very strict upon his diet, also upon his schedule. Now, if you are having these kind of proper routine, proper schedules, you will not have any issues. You will be very much successful. I see we kind of lack a lot of sleep in our community. Most of the people are very much irregular in their schedules and their routines. If we are kind of like having very much of a strict plan upon us, we can achieve our goals. We will be very much of a successful person. And people that say that the successful people did very much of a hard work, that's one of the main factors.
Very nice. Good. So modern society is often called materialistic.
Yeah.
So what do you think about this?
Well, actually, people are very much of it's become a trend now to be very much of a materialistic, to have something that you could flex upon and would show the people. Actually, the thing is that the very much of a successful people would not show anything, but now it's materialistic. So everyone would like to show their cars or this and show that I've got this car just to I'm successful. And that's kind of like the materialism is happening in our community. It's more of a flex community, to be precise with.
Wonderful. So what is the role of advertising?
The role of advertising is very much essential for any organization, any company, or anything. If you're like having a business, if you're like having an awareness for anyone, you would have to advertise it in your community, in your blocks or city. That could help others as well to get the knowledge of it. Now, if you're advertising about this organization which you are studying upon, I mean, less of our community knows about this academy that exists, but half of in my community, nobody knows about it.
So last question I would like to ask to you, how do you think that the internet will affect buying patterns in the future?
Well, internet is now we are mostly entire world is depending upon internet. Whatever we do, we have to look for the internet. We have to search for Google to make sure what we are in this. So I believe internet is gonna be very much of evolved now. We are gonna have artificial intelligence that would do the work for us. We will be just sitting in our home and internet will do everything for us. And it's gonna be evolving more and more and more. So entire world will be controlled by internet.
Very nice. Good, gentlemen.
Thank you so
Hope to
much.
see you soon.
Okay.
Best of luck.
Thank you so much.